Finally, are we going to say justice has been served? For those who are conversant with the kind of criminality in Nigeria, looting, all of these things stems from wickedness. Wickedness. And when I talk about wickedness, I'm talking about chronic wickedness. That is what has given birth to what we are dealing with in Nigeria. There is a man called Maina, and according to the report that we have, he has been jailed for 61 years for money laundering. Now, it is not just money laundering. They are making it look like he's involved in money laundering alone. Well, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja on Monday sentenced the former chairman of the defunct Pension Reform Task Team, FR0M, Mr. Abdulrasheed Maina. He is going in, like I said, for 61 years, but to run concurrently for 8 years. In a judgment that was delivered by Justice Okon Abang on Monday, Maina was found guilty on several charges of money laundering. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, filed a 12-charge case against Maina and his company, Common Input Property and Investment Limited. Now, let me bring you a little bit back. When Maina came up back then, I did some series, I think sometimes November, December, something like that, 2020. He pretended like he was so sick, and you know what they do? Whenever they are being charged for crime, all of a sudden they develop this chronic health issue. And when they are taken to the court, they begin to pass out, they faint, they do all of this drama. We've seen it. It's just the culture in Nigeria. Whenever you are charged for crime, appear in court for the first time. Second time, pretend that you can't come. Your counsel will come to represent you. Afterwards, you come for the third one. Then you faint and you seek for medical attention out there. Now, Maina did not just steal. Maina's son, a 17-year-old boy as at that time, 17 to 18, in schools abroad, he stole 1.3 million euros from his father without his father getting to know. When his father got to realize that 1.3 million euros, I'm not talking of naira, euros, was missing, he persecuted the people who were working for him. He called in the DSS, the police, they dealt with them, they tortured them. Eventually, he got to find out that it is a son that is involved in stealing this money. What did Maina do? Did Maina prosecute his son? No, he will not, because his son is simply performing the same like his father, stealing. He knows that his father is a thief, so he's simply helping his father redistribute the stolen money. So imagine what that young boy of 17, 18 will do with 1.3 million euros out there abroad in Europe. Many of them are out there doing the same thing. A bank held that the anti-graft agency successfully established the essential ingredients of the offenses contained in the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. He held that his sentence would run concurrently with effect from October 25th, 2019. So they are taking this backwards from 2019 till now. The court ordered Maina and his firm to restitute about 2.1 billion naira that was traced to their bank accounts to the federal government, after which it ordered the company should wind up. Now, a lot of people are out there suffering. People have worked all their lives. There are times that they don't even get salary. Salary are held up for 6 years, 1 year, 6 months, and eventually they finish up all of this. They are supposed to relax and rest. Someone like Maina took all of their pensions. Well, they also ordered the forfeiture of Maina's properties in Abuja. That is if there is any at all. That is if there is any at all. Because they will definitely do what they do. They will cover up. Now, not just that, the court had found him guilty of inducing staff of Fidelity Bank to open bank accounts for him without conducting due diligence. And he went on about his money laundering. Delivering the judgment, Justice Abang found him guilty of concealing his true identity are signatory to accounts opened in UBA and Fidelity Bank by using the identity of his family members without their knowledge. Well, you might say without their knowledge. No, that is you, Justice Abang, saying without their knowledge, because they have to absolve the children, family members of any form of crime. But we know that they know it's the pattern, it's the system. This is just a primary one criminal activity we know in Nigeria, where they put the account on names of children, girlfriend, concubines, and many other. It's the same pattern. We've seen it all over the place. We've seen it. Now, these accounts were said to have cash deposits of either 300 million, 500 million. You know what it is? 500, that's $500 million naira. And also 1.5 billion naira. The court held that Maina stole monies meant for pensioners, as he could not prove where he got this money from. This is serious. Justice Abang held that through Maina's service as a civil servant, his salary and emolument will not amount to the monies in his accounts. The court further held that the prosecution, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, produced essential evidences through witnesses called to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Maina was also guilty of money laundering. Now, not just all of those ones that he stole. He laundered 171 million. He laundered that, and I think it's more than that. It is more than that. Well, this is what we are experiencing. We have this type of people in Nigeria. Well, they've said that he's going to jail, but from what I'm not trying to say justice will not be served, but from the way I'm looking at it, Maina might be the kind of person that will be put to prison somewhere, and he will have that, special department in prison where they have air condition, money, and all of those things are paid to these people there at the prison. That's what they are going to do anyway. We know that it's a system. I'm not going to put that only in Nigeria. It happens even out there. It's a system. Prison is also corrupt. But is Maina, that is the most important, is Maina going to spend time in jail? They've said he's going to serve it concurrently and all of that. Now that the judge has finally served the judgment, is Maina going to stay in jail? Are they not going to keep him in jail for probably 6 months, 1 year? Afterwards, they find someone to replace Maina in prison. Money passes around here, right, left, and center. And Maina is set free. Or probably in 1 year or in 6 months. Let's even say in 6 months, Maina might come up with some health issues, and they will say Maina will have to be treated somewhere in Saudi Arabia, somewhere in America, and all of that. And that is it. Maina will go for treatment for the next 10 years. That's what it is. So what are your thoughts about it? Do you think justice has been served?